Hi guys, Mons here. In this episode of All the Months, we're going to be going through the game week 4 results and my prediction, and if how I did over the game week 4. So game week 4, I went 5-2. So I predicted 5 wins and 2 losses, and there were 3 draws. So like I said, we don't count the draws. So 5 wins came true. So the 5 wins that came true were Arsenal, Fulham, Newcastle, Liverpool, and Manchester City. My 2 losses were Brighton against Bournemouth. I felt Brighton were going to win that game, but Bournemouth have been fantastic so far this year. I should have picked them to win. Brighton obviously won that. I really fancied West Ham, to be honest with you. I really fancied West Ham to win against Spurs. Well, obviously West Ham, again, like I said, I went through my other video, self-destruct. There's this Premier League game week was very disappointing in my opinion. There's not really much exciting games in this Premier League game week. It was very disappointing. There were 3 draws. I think there was like 2 0-0 games. Palace game was 0-0. Everton game was 0-0. And Everton game, the highlights I saw, Emi Martinez was spectacular. Not his biggest fan, but he was absolutely spectacular. Without Emi Martinez, Everton would have won that game pretty easy, in my opinion. Palace game, I didn't see much of it, but I saw your man, Yeremy, is it Pino? The new guy, I think it's Yeremy Pino, the new Spanish winger they got from Villarreal. He missed shitloads of chances. Oh my goodness! If Eze was there, he would have cleaned up. He would have ate so well. But the new winger missed loads of chances. So that's something Palace can clean up on. That should have been a win, in my opinion. That's 2 points dropped, in my opinion, for Palace. They should be winning games like that. But like I said, Sunderland are very good. They're the most. I'm very impressed with them in terms of all the newly promoted teams. Sunderland and the team I impressed the most. So I'm kind of glad they got that. They got a point. Everton. Like I said, Emi Martinez is fantastic. And one of the lads I was calling the best goalkeeper in the world is far from it. But those stops over the weekend were absolutely amazing. I can obviously see why teams want to get him simply because of his shot-stopping ability. Apart from that, he's an absolute clown. I wouldn't want him on my team, in my opinion. He's just too much drama, too much clown, too much carrying on the pitch. I don't think it keeps his concentration in big games. And last season, he cost Aston Villa so many points, and also in the Champions League as well. But overall, shot-stopping ability is great, but everything else that comes with it, I wouldn't want that on my team, in my opinion. Chelsea, I was fully sure they're a 150 million bargain. Like I said, it was going to get them the victory. However, Brentford scored a last-minute late equaliser, which I was very happy. I was very happy for Keith Andrews to get another point. I hope he stays up because, like I said, I want to see another Irishman in the Premier League do well. They also have Nathan Collins there. He might not play well for Ireland, but he does okay for Brentford. And we obviously like him stay in the Premier League. I didn't see any of the Brighton games, so I can't really talk about it, but all I know is obviously Bournemouth won that game. Bournemouth on a good run, they're a good streak there. 2 weeks ago, they beat Spurs, and now they're after beating Brighton, which are a very good team. West Ham, like I said, self-destruct themselves. There's no better team in the league to do that than West Ham. Arsenal, I saw a little bit of the Arsenal game, to be honest. Arsenal played really well. Eze wasn't much in the game at all, in my opinion, that game. From what I seen, Eze was very peripheral of the game, but the assist was very good. First time ball in with his left foot was I think he took a touch first, actually. Then he whipped in the ball, and Gokor Rush was there to bury it. Fulham got a last minute winner. It was a bizarre own goal. I don't know how he got that header, wherever the defender was on the opposition team. Newcastle, Voltemade, the new German centre forward, scored a header. He looked pretty decent against Wolves. Like I said, I hope Wolves don't win the game at all this season. I hope they go down. Newcastle got the first victory. Eddie Howe, like I said in the preview of the week, he needs to get his first victory. Fourth game of the season. I think he's drawn 2, lost 1, and he finally got his point. Jacob Murphy, back in the team. Surprise, the win. So obviously there is a correlation with Jacob Murphy being in the team and then playing well and winning. So hopefully he keeps his position. I know they bought Elanga, but Elanga will probably have to play on the other wing while Gordon is out. Liverpool game was very boring. Like there's not much to talk about in Liverpool again. There's Liverpool under Arne Slot. Play shit for 90 minutes and just win the game so far this season, anyways. So it is what it is. Man City, batter Man United, no surprise there as well. One manager changes his game plan, adapts to the players he has. The other manager doesn't want to do anything to change his game plan, being stubborn as usual. So that's pretty much my review for game week 4. I went 5-2, which is good, which is not bad. It's not bad. I'm very happy with that. Very confident. Every game week so far, I've got more predicted more wins than losses or draws. So that's very very good. This game week was very boring. Not many goals. Not many things to talk about. So hopefully next game week is going to be much better. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend.